Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Military Madness on the TurboGrafx 16. For those of you who don't know, it's a strategy war game, basically like Advance Wars. It's two-player as well, so that's pretty cool. You can verse your friends. You start off, you've got your start manual, 1p continue and 2p continue, because you can save your progress on both modes. You've got the bit of story there, so just skip that. Starting off, stage 1, pretty simple stage. There's actually 32 stages overall, which is quite a large amount of gameplay, and it is very similar to Advance Wars, as I say. So if you've ever played Advance Wars, then you pretty much know what you do. You select your unit, then you want to choose shift if you want to move them, and then attack if you're in an attack range, and choose your enemy to attack. It goes to a little cut screen here, and it tells you what attack power you've got, what defense power you've got, and your units fight, and pretty much tanks versus men, the tanks will always win. Quite a few units on the game, loads of different types of tanks and different types of men and all that, so there's enough to keep you busy. There's enough variety here to keep you coming back, especially if you can find a friend who'll play it in 2-player. And the whole point of the game, obviously, is to wipe your men out. Well, not wipe your men out, obviously, wipe the opponent's men out. When you finish your turn here, I'll very quickly do so, then they get a turn. So it is a turn-based game, just in case you're unaware of what Advance Wars is. So there you go, done that, and then they get a turn. They move all their units, and as I say, first one to lose all their units loses the round. So then you go on to the next stage. Different stages are different sizes, obviously. Different terrains affect your defence as well. Like roads, there isn't much defence, whereas if you're in the mountains, then you've got quite a lot of defence. So a bazooka men firing from the mountains against tanks on the road, they'll stand a better chance than if it was just tanks and bazooka men on the road. So you've got to use that to your advantage, because that's the whole point of the strategy game. Later on you'll actually come up to buildings that you can go in and, well, take units out of. They've been stockpiled in there waiting to be rescued type thing, waiting to be took over, so then you can go inside the building and take over them, which is pretty cool. I'm going to shut up for a few seconds and just let you listen to the music. It's nothing too special, but then again, it gets the job done. And if not, the CDs, iPods and all sorts of other music things were invented to replace that. Like Advanced Wars, you can actually send in your infantry units to take over the home base as well, so you don't always have to destroy the units. You can do it that way if you want to. It's all part of the strategy. This doesn't carry over to the other maps, but the more your units fight, the more EXP they get, and the more powerful they get. The better at fighting they are, so the know where to pinpoint weaknesses type thing, if you know what I mean. Like, whereas someone who's never seen a war before wouldn't really know much about where to shoot a tank, but someone who's been in over 50 would know pretty much what to do. So that's pretty cool that as you go on, your units do gain experience, but as I say, it doesn't carry over to the next missions. One of the things about this, I've actually seen reviews, well, people say when they've reviewed the game, that there isn't a save feature, and when you die on a mission, then that's it, you have to start again. So if you're up to level 30 and you die, you have to start again. That is complete bull. I've never ever heard anything more ridiculous in my life about this game. The save feature, as I mentioned before, there is one, and the save feature is the map name. It's a password save. So this map here, map 1, is called Revolt. Obviously that isn't going to work as a password because, well, it's map 1, so you don't really need a password for it. But different maps like Seneca, the one that I'm currently up to, that you type that in and it'll take you straight there. So it doesn't have a save feature, as in you can't save halfway through a mission, but it does have a password feature where you can start any mission you want to. So while it does mean that some missions will be really long, there is obviously the home save feature where you push the home button, you go to a Wii menu, exit the game, and then it'll save exactly where you're up to. So there is actually several save features on the game. It's just only one of them's from the original and one of them's Wii version, so people don't have to worry about that. That's all I've got to say on the matter, to be honest. Graphic wise, as you can see, pretty blurb, but it gets the job done. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.